Hi, I'm Dave Littell, and I'm here with Jeff Carter, and we're talking about retirement income planning and Jeff's new book, Retirement Boom. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you, Dave. It's a pleasure.
Sure. Now, let's start off with the kinds of mistakes people make when they're doing retirement planning. Name a couple.
Over my career of 25 years, Dave, I've really identified three critical mistakes. The first is having no plan. So basically, people, by not planning, are failing to plan. And what do I mean by that? One of the key factors I notice is that there's an income gap on the first death in a relationship, and that is critical for the surviving spouse. So planning for that is very important, and obviously not having a plan is a problem.
Right, so that's one example of what happens when you don't plan. And I think all the decisions people end up making for retirement, they make them in isolation if they don't have an overall plan either. And that's not a good idea. It's a good idea to make them in a coordinated way and have them work together.
Absolutely.
Okay. Jeff, what's the second mistake that people make?
Second mistake, Dave, would be thinking it's too late to plan. And what I have noticed over my career is that really it's never too late. Most people, when they think it's too late to plan, they think that they need to save more money, and actually if they just take a look at discretionary spending and cut back on their spending, that's another way to achieve ultimately the goal they're trying to achieve, and that's having the income that they need when they retire.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people think that if it's too late, what they can't do is save anymore, but there's a lot of things you can do other than saving more. As you just pointed out, you could cut back on your spending. That'll have a big impact on your planning. There's also other decisions that you make that affect your retirement security, like claiming Social Security. That has a big impact on your retirement security too.
That's correct, Dave. That takes us into the third mistake, which is claiming Social Security at age 62 because everybody else is doing it that you know, or you think the system is going to run out of money. When in fact, by making the proper Social Security claiming elections, if you wait until full retirement age, it opens up a plethora of options, which can add as much as $250,000 to your lifetime retirement income.
Yeah, that's a big difference, and this affects surviving spouses as well. When the worker claims their benefit early, it means that the surviving spouse gets a smaller benefit for the rest of her life as well.
Correct.
All right, let's move into proper planning. So we've talked about the mistakes people make, and what do you think you need to do to build a good retirement income plan?
Great question, Dave. What I believe is that you need to plan, and I use the acronym of SMART to do that. There's a Aesop fable that we're all familiar with, the goose that laid the golden egg, and that story is really unique in that it fits into retirement planning.
First off, I'm glad you're talking about that, because anybody watching the show has probably been wondering what the heck the goose is doing here on our set, and now you've tied that in. Okay. So tell us more about the goose.
Okay, so I've brought with me 5 gold eggs here, and the first egg is for S in SMART, which is for specific, and obviously a goal is more achievable if it is written and specific.
What does the M stand for?
Dave, the M stands for measurable, which is to evaluate our progress and recognize our success.
Give us an example of what you mean by measurable.
Well, an idea would be, Dave, to start with an income goal, and then from the income goal that you need during retirement, then determine what amount of money we'll need to generate that monthly income.
Okay, so we've got to figure out exactly how much money we need to meet basic expenses and so forth, and then from that we can build a plan where we identify how much money we need to save in order to get to that income goal.
Correct.
Okay, what's the where are we? SMA. What's the A stand for?
Achievable. Okay. And obviously we want to make sure that whatever goal we have is in fact achievable, because it builds self-esteem and keeps us focused on continuing down the path to achieve the ultimate goal, which is retirement.
What does the R stand for?
The R stands for realistic, and we obviously want to make sure that our goals are realistic, because the mind is able to achieve something that is realistic and that you feel like is reachable.
Okay. T, last one, all right?
Yeah, and T stands for time. None of us benefit from working towards an elusive goal. So we want to have a timeline tied to our plan.
Okay. So Jeff, you earned the RICP professional designation through the American College. How did that help you write the book?
It helped tremendously. What I was able to do is take the knowledge that I gleaned through the program, and then with my 25 years of professional experience, write a book that was conveyed to the general public in a way that they could understand the steps involved, and so they felt like it was achievable and something that wasn't so daunting that they could embark on the journey and be successful in that process.
Yeah, that's a very important goal. So where can people find this book?
Amazon.com.
Great, thanks.
Thank you, Dave.
This video was made possible by the New York Life Center for Retirement Income.